Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to look at congruent triangles. So two triangles are said to be congruent if they have the same three sides and the same three angles. So if you did a rotation, reflection, or translation, the triangles will still be congruent. So you see here the triangles 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. These triangles are congruent. This triangle here, 3, 4, 5 with 3, 6x is not congruent because they don't have the same sides here. 4 and 6 are not the same. So in order to determine if two triangles are congruent, we don't need to know everything. It turns out that if we know some of the info, then we can say that they are congruent. And so here we go. Here are the 5 ways to find out if two triangles are congruent. The first way, SSS, S stands for side, so side, side, side. So if you have two triangles and the sides are the same, like that, then the two triangles are congruent. A stands for angle. So another way is side, angle, side, like that. And so you see here side 5, angle 50, side 6. So we see we have the same thing here, side 5, angle 50, side 6, in that order. And so if we know that information, SAS, then they are congruent triangles. And you might hear the language called included angle. Side included angle 50, side 6. It basically means that it's in the middle between 5 and 6, like that. So side included angle, side 6, like that. Okay, number 3. Angle, side, angle. So we know an angle here, we have the side there, and we know the angle there. So if we had another triangle where it follows the same pattern, angle, side, angle, and they're the same, then the two triangles are congruent. And notice here, you might hear in the language called included side, right? It's in between, 50 angle, in between side, angle 40, like that. So we call that the included side. Number 4, angle, angle, side. So here we have angle, angle, side. Written a little differently, angle, angle, side, and they match up. Therefore, the two triangles are congruent. And so notice here you might hear the language non-included side because it's not in the middle, right? You got angle, angle, side. The side is not in the middle like that, so it's called non-included side like that. Next, HL for hypotenuse leg. So the angle 90 degrees has to be there for both. And we have a hypotenuse of 7 and one of the legs is given. So here we have the same thing. Hypotenuse matches and one of the legs is given and they match. If that happens, then the two triangles are congruent. So list of ways. So SSS, SAS, ASA, AAS, HL, like that. So these are the 5 ways. Now, if you're given some 3-parted info, sometimes that's not enough. And so here are 2 examples where if you have 3 information pieces, it's not enough info. So the first one here, angle, angle, angle. So here we have 2 triangles where the angles are the same. So angle, angle, angle. But they're not congruent because the sides are different, right? This one is clearly bigger side than this side, like that. So just because you know all 3 angles does not mean that they are congruent. This is the list of ways to show that they're congruent. Okay, and so right, that other way of not congruent is side, side, angle. So if you were given 5, 7 angle like that, that would not be enough info because you can also make this triangle 5, 7 angle like that. So right, side, side, angle, side, side, angle, they are not congruent. So side, side, angle is not enough information to know if 2 triangles are congruent. So the list is SSS, SAS, ASA, AAS, and HL. And at the end of the video, I'll show you a way of remembering this by heart. And so this is something that you want to ask your teacher. Are you going to be given this list of abbreviations, or do you have to know it by heart? So that's an important question to ask your teacher. So example 1, let's use some of this stuff. Are the following triangles congruent? Yes, no, or not enough info, and why? So A, we have hypotenuse 6, leg of 3, hypotenuse 6, leg of 3, both 90 degrees. So yes, they are congruent by HL. B, 40, 80, 60, 85, 50, 45. So no, they cannot be congruent because the angles are not the same. C, 553, 553. Yes, they are congruent by side, side, side. D, angle, angle, side. Angle, angle, side. They match up. Therefore, yes, angle, angle, side. They are congruent triangles. Okay, practice number 1. Are the following triangles congruent? So here's A and B. Go ahead and pause the video and answer those questions. Okay, we're back. And now we have C, D, E like this. Go ahead and pause the video and find out if these triangles are congruent. Okay, so here's our answer here. So A, they have the same angles, but they might be different in length, so it's not enough info. Here we have angle, 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 but this one could be a tiny bit bigger or smaller. We do not have enough info to find out if they are congruent. B, we have angle, side, angle, angle, side, angle. They match up, so yes, they are congruent by ASA. C, 456, 456, so side, angle, side, and that is one of the ways to determining they are congruent. So yes, C, they are congruent. D, 7, 4, 7, 4, both right angle triangles, so yes, they are congruent by HL. E, side 3, 4, here we have side 6, 8. They are not the same sides, so they are not congruent triangles. Okay, it's time for some bonus practice. So this is how I remember it by heart. It might help for you if you feel like it, but ask your teacher if you need to know it by heart. If you do, here's one way of remembering. So I go SSS, then middle, SAS, then opposite, ASA, like that, opposite of that, and then to the right, AAS, HL. So SSS, middle, SAS, opposite, ASA, to the right, AAS, HL. SSS, middle, SAS, opposite, ASA, to the right, AAS, HL. SSS, SAS, middle, opposite, ASA, to the right, AAS, HL. SSS, SAS, opposite, ASA, to the right, AAS, HL. SSS, middle, SAS, opposite, ASA, S to the right, AAS, HL. SSS, middle, SAS, opposite, ASA, to the right, AAS, HL. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video.